තෙරුවන් සරණයි. නමෝ තස්ස භගවතු අරහතෝ සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්ස. I wish you all very good evening with the blessings of Noble Triple Gem. Today, December 5th, Saturday. Today is very special day to our Dhamma school, to our students. We are celebrating our school year, end of program. So you know, previous years, we celebrate this event, wonderful event. We get together and we share our thoughts and we share our food and we had a very good time. But we know that this year, our lifestyle, our daily routine, our day-to-day life, we get new experience. So let me begin our Dhamma School year-end program with the blessings of Triple Gem, with the blessings of Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. So right now, you know, today I want to welcome our dear students and our staff and also our dear parents. So wonderful and talented, beautiful students. So I welcome right now. And also our dear teachers, staff members. Level 1, Miss Tilini Pereira. එවගේම level 1 Miss Didusha Bandara, Miss Lalanti Somavira, Miss Aruni Waulagala. Level 2 Miss Lakmini Prematilaka, Miss Sumedha Ratnayaka. Level 3 Mr. Richard Murphy, Miss Kalpani Pahalagidara. Level 4 Mr. Chaminda Dharmatilaka, Mr. Indika Pereira. And level 5 Miss Joyce and me. So, first of all, I want to thank our Dhamma teachers to do this wonderful service to the Buddha Sasana. So they dedicate their time, they dedicated their energy, and they shared their Dhamma knowledge with our students. So that was great job. So they earn wonderful merits in this life. So, and also I want to welcome our beautiful, talented students. So during this school year, we meditate, we share Dhamma knowledge, and we sing, we investigate what the Buddha taught. So this teaching helps us to maintain our mind, balance our mind, especially during this difficult time. Due to COVID-19, we've been staying inside more than 8 months. Still we are staying inside. So we want to go out, but we are still stay inside. We follow the state guidelines, and our parents, and we have to spend much more time with our family members actually. So, and also the Dhamma teachings help us to balance our mind, and also Dhamma teaching help us to realize or recognize this type of unexpected moment. So I know very well our beautiful, talented students, they know how to balance their mind, how to spend their time in a productive way. So Dhamma teaching help us to increase our happiness, and also Dhamma teaching help us to let go our difficult thoughts. So we are happy. We are happy always. We do our work, Dhamma school work, and with happy mind. Happiness is important. So you all are, our kids are, live with happy, staying happy and good condition with their parents. So I want to thank parents as well. So right now, today, let me tell you about the program today. We are going to pay homage to the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. First and foremost, we do the recitation. Right after, we practice meditation, sharing loving kindness. Okay, so you all are very well and very familiar with the sharing loving kindness meditation. So we do that after the chanting. Then we start delivered special talk from our staff members and our beautiful talented kids. So this is the program today, and right now we are going to pay homage to the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. So may these blessings be with you and healthy and successful. We wish you. So right now, dear students, please sit comfortably wherever you are. Stretch your back and keep your palm together. Let's say sadhu. Okay? Right. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Let's recite together, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Panati pata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kāme sumicchācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Surameraya majjapama dattana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Homage to the Buddha. Itipiso bhagavarahang samma sambuddho vinjācarana sampanno sugato lokavido. Anuttaro puresa dhamma sarati sattha deva manussanang buddho bhagavati. Homage to the Dhamma. Swakato bhagavata dhammo sandittiko akaliko. Ehi passiko opanayiko paccattang veditabbo vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujjupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samiti patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang cathari purisa yugani atta purisa punggala esa bhagavatu savaka sangho ahuneyo pahuneyo dakhineyo anjali karaniyo anuttarang punyakkettang lokasati. Offering lights. Ganasarappaditena dipena tamadang tinatiloka dipang sambuddhang pujayami tamunudang. Offering flowers. Vannagandha gunopetang etang kusuma santating pujayami muning dassa siri pada saroruhe. Offering water. Sugandang sitalang kapang pasanna madurang subang Paniyami-tang bhagava patigannatu muttamang. Offering soft drinks. Adivase tuno bante gilana paccayang imang anukampang upadaya patigannatu muttamang. Worshipping to the relics and the Bodhi tree. Vandhami cetiyang sambang sambatane supatintitang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada. Yassa mule nisingnova sambari vijayannaka patto sambang yutang satta vande tang bodhipadapang ime ete mahabodhi lokanatena pujita Aham pite namasami bodhiraja namatute. Transferring merits to the deities and the departed relatives. Akasattha ca bummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu loka sasanang Akasattha ca bummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu loka sasanang Akasattha ca bummatta deva naga mahiddika punyantang anumoditva cirang rakkantu mang parang idang me nyati nang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo idang me nyati nang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo Idang me nyati nang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Imina punya kammena mame bala samagamo satan samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Meditation. Dear children, please sit comfortably Wherever you are, there are you. Back straight. Let go all other thoughts. Gently close your eyes. Bring your mind to this moment. Sharing loving kindness. May I be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to me. May no difficulties come to me. May I always meet with spiritual success. May I also have courage, understanding, determination to overcome all the failures in my life. May my family members be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May they always meet with spiritual success. May they also have courage, understanding, determination to overcome inevitable difficulties, problems, and failures in their life. May my friends, may my relatives be well, happy, and peaceful. May all indifferent persons, may all unfriendly persons be well, happy, and peaceful. May all in the United States, may all over the world be well, happy, and peaceful. May no harm come to anyone. May all have happy minds. May all have happy thoughts. May all be well, happy, and peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you.
තෙරුවන් සරණයි ස්වාමීන් වහන්ස. තෙරුවන් සරණයි.
Therwan
May
sir.
you all, your families and your friends be blessed by the Noble Triple Gem. Welcome everyone. I'd like to welcome Swamin Wanse Panyasiri, our Dhamma school staff, and the students and their families to this special program that we have today, where we commemorate the achievements and the accomplishments of the students of our Dhamma school during this year. As you know, another year has passed, and I'm sure it's safe to say that no one's going to forget this year soon. with all the things that's been happening around the world, and that's directly affected us as well. But I just want to mention a couple of things here. And the first thing is with regard to the importance of the temple uh, that has been doing a great job with regard to the community that not only this time around is quite like local, but with regards to what has happened with the Dhamma school, uh, the the Dhamma school has gone global, where we have had students coming from the West Coast in some instances, as well as sometimes overseas. So I'd like to uh, say my gratitude with regard to both uh, Dhammajoti Swamin Wahanse as well as Panyasiri Swamin Wahanse for taking this opportunity to make the provide the community with such a an example of how things can be done even when things are hard. So thank you very much, and that has allowed us to actually take part in this as well. In this, in as Panyasiri Swamin also said, with regards to teaching Dhamma to our students, they are uh, the they are the group that we have that will be taking up the baton in the future. So for that to be taken up by them, the Dhamma school is one of the best places to get that spiritual guidance, and so for that I pay thank you with regard to their efforts. So when the Dhamma school, when we had the first few organized events this year, such as the New Year celebration in January and the Sri Lankan Independence Day, we could still meet with each other without social distancing and wearing masks and all that. So hope you guys remember that time. This was pre-March. And then even with the restrictions, the temple actually did a lot of activities, bringing the community together, holding them in good stead, even with these difficult times. I'm going to just mention a few events that that the temple organized. The Vesak ceremony, the summer children's program, then the Vasana special programs, where we had Dhamma talks and other activities associated with it, and then the Katina ceremony, and then obviously we had the Dhamma school meeting almost every bi-weekly or every other week, where we had the opportunity to come together and talk about Dhamma and sort of support each other even during this time. And with regard to the Dhamma school, there were two special programs that the Dhamma school managed during this time. One of them was the Vesak celebrations, and then the summer children's program, which was a great success in my opinion, where the students, there was a very well conducted workshop for the participants there. Majority of the students as well as some of the parents were there. So that was a very good program that I had the privilege of taking part in as well. Personally, I had the privilege this time around of teaching level 4 Dhamma school students with Mr. Chaminda Dharmatilaka. And I take pride in it because I saw the students in level 4 maturing, learning, and using what they learned in their day-to-day activities, such as being stuck at home maybe with the families, but trying to be able to still get through these difficult times by reaching out to Dhamma. And the reason why they can reach out to Dhamma is because of the teachings and participating in Dhamma school. Otherwise, they do not have have an avenue of learning the uh, the advantages that Dhamma brings to someone's life. So with that, I'm going to say again, we look forward to meeting all of you in the new year, 2021. And then with regards to today's program, I welcome you all again. And may you, your families, and your friends be blessed by the Noble Triple Gem. Thank you very much, and hope you enjoy today's program. And now I call upon uh, our fellow teacher, Aruni Vaulagala, to speak to the people who have gathered together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Indika. Great job, level one. While this year has been full of ups and downs, you all have been the part of the good this year. Thank you for being a part of our Saturdays. We are also proud of what you all have achieved this year and everything you will do in the future. We all enjoyed Dhamma group activities with all of you. See you all next year. Wish you all happy and healthy New Year. Teruvan Sannai.
Thank you, Aruni. And now I would like to call upon Hasadi Bandara to speak to provide a speech to your friends and your families and the people who have gathered here together to commemorate your Dhamma school year.
Good afternoon, Bante, dear teachers, parents, and friends. My name is Hasandi Bandare, and I'm in level 1. I like to come to Dhamma school to learn how to become a good Buddhist kid. We learned about the 5 precepts and how to be kind. I enjoy Buddhist stories that our teachers tell us, and I like talking to my Dhamma school friends. I want to thank Bhante and our teachers for spending their time and effort to guide us. Also, thanks to our parents for bringing us to Dhamma school. Teruvan Saranai, thank you.
She's from level one. She's so good.
Teruvan Saranai, Hasdi. Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. And we are going on to the next item in the program. Ms. Lakmini, if you can, please address the crowd. Thank you.
Thank you, Indika. Good evening, everybody. Venerable Panyasiri, fellow teachers, parents and students. For parents and students who don't know me, I am Lakmini Premathilaka. I'm one of the level 2 teachers. It is such a pleasure to see all of you today, all the students, and I can see some of the parents. Don't be shy, just scooch in to the screen, share this with your kids. And I think I personally miss this, talking to every one of you. So this is a great opportunity to see all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Bhante Panyasiri for his guidance. It is with his encouragement and guidance that we carry out our duties as teachers. Then I have to thank Miss Sumedha Ratnayaka, the co-teacher of level 2. She carries the weight of the Sinhala portion of level 2, and she helps in managing our class. And I have to tell you, it is a big class, so a big thank you to her. And I will give you a very brief overview of level 2, especially for the parents. So throughout this year, we have covered various topics from the Buddha's life to the four divine abodes in various degrees of detail. Some of these topics are already known to the students, they are familiar with them. So we have expanded that knowledge, and some are new topics. So the way we actually go about this is giving just an introduction. What we try to achieve in level 2 is to give a good sense of the basic concept of Buddhism, like kindness, compassion, being mindful, and how we see the world with our senses, how we see around us, and how we see ourselves. So they can use these little techniques, practices in their daily lives as they grow older. And I think this year has provided a lot of opportunities for them to kind of sit down and focus and, getting out their stresses out with the practices. So as Mr. Indika mentioned too, this has been a very strange year. So it has brought a lot of changes, and I always say change is the only constant in life. So we have adapted our ways of teaching to these changes. So we are all Zooming this year. So that's the new thing, right? And I think most of you are kind of like fed up with Zooming too, to a point. But we try to incorporate these new technologies to make the lessons interesting. So we've used video clips, we've used PowerPoint presentations, and even the whiteboards to kind of make the kids interact with the lessons. We are proud of all our level 2 students. Thank you for showing up for class and participating. Thank you for sending your homework. Every raised hand, every question, every comment, your feedback, that actually helps us as teachers, because that makes it interesting, and that makes us see that you actually get the lesson or understand it, and that makes us change things that are not actually working for that particular lesson. And these positive actions get everybody motivated. And lastly, I would really like to thank the parents. We appreciate everything you do, and the time you take, the effort that you put in getting the students to log in on time, getting giving the guidance that you give at home. So we will not be successful at this if we don't have your help and participation. So I'm hoping that you will have a nice break and health and happiness for the coming new year. Teruan Saranai. Thank you.
Thank you, Lakmini. So now we have 2 level 2 students that's going to be addressing the gathering. First, I call upon Oneli Viraratna.
Teruan Saranai. I'm Oneli Viraratna from level 2. We don't always notice, but we use Dhamma every day in our lives. Coming to Dhamma school helped me realize that. Especially in these crazy times, Dhamma and meditation help us navigate our lives. When there's weight on your shoulders, meditation can lift those blocks off your shoulders. Dhamma school helps us become more kind and thoughtful people. At Dhamma school, I enjoyed learning about Jataka Katha and the fun activities. I want to thank Auntie Lakmini and Auntie Sumedha for always having something fun, exotic, and new planned. I also want to thank Hamatharu for guiding us and the other teachers and staff members for helping us and the Dhamma school. Thank you.
Thank you, Oneli, for sharing your thoughts. Now I'd like to call upon Rion Ranmira Silva.
Hi everyone, my name is Rian Ranmir Silva and I am in level 2 Dhamma school. I'm going to talk about how metta, karuna, mudita, and upekkha help me in my day-to-day life. Metta, karuna, mudita, and upekkha are the 4 states of mind that we can practice every day. Metta is loving kindness to all beings. Karuna is compassion. Mudita is being happy when others are happy. And upekkha is calmness in all situations. These 4 attitudes have helped me greatly to relieve the stress and tension from day-to-day life and build good relationships with my friends and family. These states of mind can also be used to practice meditation. I'm thankful to Panyasiri Hamdaru and the level 2 Dhamma school teachers for giving me this opportunity and teaching me Dhamma. Theruvan Saranai and thank you.
Theruvan Saranai, thank you very much. Now I'd like to hand the reins over to Mr. Richard Murphy. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Indica. So it's wonderful to be able to come together in this virtual space with everyone. And I want to thank as well Bhante Panyasiri for being our guide and facilitating the year for all of us, setting things up and working tirelessly all by himself a lot of the time in the temple, and together with us as a team. I also would like to thank Ms. Kalpani for working with me this year in level 3 and teaching the students about topics in Buddhism that I learned a great deal about as well from her teachings, and it was wonderful to work together this year. I want to thank the other teachers here in the temple for the work that we're doing. It's kept our community alive and changing and adaptive. So I appreciate that we're all here together. But we wouldn't be here with just the teachers if we didn't have the parents and the students. And together, the community at large has been a really great part of my life. I'm really happy to participate with it. And I really enjoy coming to teach and also to learn in the process of teaching from the students and from the other teachers. So I want to reflect a little bit on what we did in level 3 this year, and hopefully the students will have some activation of memory for some of these topics that we covered. Even before the coronavirus came and changed things, we started with an overall topic of mental cultivation, bhavana. And that's a practice that the level 3 students got a little bit deeper into through various topics throughout the year. Still before the coronavirus, we had recognizing conditioning that already exists in ourselves and being able to act skillfully after that recognition so we can choose how our future conditioning will play out. Also yoga, and hopefully over the year, the students were able to use yoga as part of their experience to calm down and reconnect to the present moment. We go further into topics like the 3 refuges and the 4 sights that the Buddha saw in his path of practice. And the coronavirus came and changed things, and we didn't really miss a beat. We kept all going together with classes online. And one of the topics following that time was recognizing change, and what a change it was. I mean, something that we could actually see happening in such a major way is a wonderful reminder of change. And yeah, it is a constant, Ms. Lakmini, I agree. So we can relate to change skillfully or unskillfully. And by recognizing it over time, we have a greater chance to relate to it skillfully. And I think that working with the students this year, we talked a lot about the types of things we can do to relate to change, as well as the practices and skills we can develop to help us go forward as change happens to us all through our life. So something that I remember Bhante saying, which I think is wonderful to repeat right now, is when this was first happening, and he said, you can't go outside, but you can still go inside. And a lot of the time in these virtual classes, we did some formal practice. We also encourage the students to do informal practices. And that requires us to be able to stop, to be present with our experience, to relate to what's happening in a skillful way. We can always go inside. And thank you, Bhante, for that. Some other topics were the 4 right efforts, the 5 daily remembrances, 5 hindrances, and 8 worldly winds. We also worked with the 4 Brahma Viharas, Metta, Karuna, Mudita, and Upekkha. And thank you for the talk on those from level 2. Meditation has been part of our community practice with Bhante, but also in the level 3 meetings. And meditation not only on Anapanasati, but on the Brahmaviharas and also the elemental nature of our experience, earth, wind, water, and fire, and how that's impersonal and also changing. We have the 5 faultless gifts, which all of us take when we come together in these meetings. The 5 precepts is such a wonderful thing to return to over and over again, and to help protect us throughout our whole life to live a good journey in this path. So one last thing I want to say on a personal level is my appreciation to this community for your support when my mother passed this year during October. And I can say myself how grateful I am for practice with anicca and understanding change. And we may have heard ourselves that when we gain insight into anicca, some of the benefits from that can include when the difficult times happen to us and we remember this too will pass, this will change, it can be less difficult. And when the good times happen and we realize, hey, this too will change, then we can stop, recognize that, and have a greater appreciation for it. And in the last many years of my life, knowing that my mom, when she passed, it was as a result of cancer for a long time though. When that happened, for the last many years, I was very aware of the time that I had left with her. And I'm very appreciative for that extra awareness and all the memories that I was still able to have with her. And when it changed, I was also grateful to be able to understand, yes, this has changed and something new is coming now. So I'll just turn around and say I'm grateful to Bhante Panyasiri as well for helping to host a water pouring ceremony in October, where I was able to come in with social distance and do that tradition for my mom. So thank you all very much. It's been a wonderful thing, and however things continue to change, it's wonderful to do this practice together. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Richard, for those reflections on Dhamma as well as your personal experiences. Thank you very much. And now I call upon two level 3 students. First, I'd like to call upon Chiara Pereira.
Hi, my name is Chiara Pereira and I'm in level 3. Today, I'll be talking about what I've learned in this past Dhamma school year and how it's helped me in my day-to-day life. One thing is Anapanasati, or breathing meditation, and it's helped me when I need to calm down. A few times you can use Anapanasati is when you're about to take a test or do a speech. Another thing is the Karaniyametta Sutra, or Sutra on Loving Friendliness, and it's helped me be compassionate to others, especially during times like these when we can't always be together. I would like to say thank you to Bhante Panyasiri, Mr. Richard and Miss Kalpani, and all the other Dhamma school teachers for making sure that this year of Dhamma school wasn't cancelled and for setting up our virtual classes. Daruan Saranai.
Daruan Saranai. Thank you very much, Chiara. And now I'd like to call upon Dietrich Vogel.
Hello, my name is Dietrich. I have been in Dhamma school for over a year and I'm in level 3. My 2 favorite things that I learned in Dhamma school were the 4 Brahmaviharas and the 5 hindrances. The 4 Brahmaviharas, which are metta. Metta is loving and kindness, which is to send love, peace, happiness, and good health to others. And then there's karuna. Karuna is compassion, which is to send freedom from emotional suffering, freedom from physical suffering, and freedom from the suffering of change. Change means fear. Also mudita. Mudita is sympathetic joy, which is to enjoy others' success and be present for ourselves and others. And finally, upekkha, which is equanimity. Equanimity is to see with patience and to respond with wisdom and compassion. Also, And then the 5 hindrances, which are cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is ignoring the facts, guilt, spectacle, doubt, and lack of confidence. Then there's anxiety and worry, which is restlessness, remorse, constant activity, and not being able to be present for discomfort. Next is lethargy and drowsiness, which means dull mind, lethargic, weak, and heavy body. The next hindrance is sensual pleasures, which is seeking for happiness through sight, sound, smell, taste, and physical feeling. I think these help me practice on what I shouldn't be doing and what I should be doing. And also, I want to thank Bonte and Mr. Richard and Miss Calpany for my help in Dhamma School this year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dietrich. Now I'd like to call upon Chaminda Dharmatilaka from level 4. Mr. Chaminda.
Thank you, Indika. Venerable Panasari, dear parents and students, it is good to see you all today. After a while, we can see the parents, siblings of our beloved students today. So I just had to just echo what the rest of our students and teachers said before. So this is this is a difficult time for everyone, but I am very happy and feeling blessed to see that we were able to have those Dhamma school sessions, even like remotely without missing any single day. So after we went from we never had a Dhamma school in the at temple this year. The first few sessions we had in the church, Edward Church, and then we were about to move to start in the Dhamma schools at temple, and then we had to stay at home. So during in this last Dhamma school day for 2020, I would like to take a few moments to give my appreciations. First, would like to appreciate Venerable Panasari for all his effort. Irrespective of what's going on, he put his all time and dedication to continue the Dhamma school remotely. So because of that, until end of this year, we were able to have all the sessions. And I would like to thank all our parents for giving their support to have these sessions. And then the special thanks go to the students, because without students we will not have these classes. And especially to the level 4, my students, you all participated in all the sessions, did your homework, and then continue this journey with us, learning Dhamma. And I know some of you will be moving to the next level from January. So thank you very much, all of you who participated the schools and on all these remote sessions. And then I'm wishing you all the very best for the next Dhamma school year as well. And I'm so grateful and blessed this year that Mr. Indika, who was able to join, who volunteered to assist the level 4 teaching starting this year. So I'm very much looking forward to continue to have your support as part of our staff to have this session. And I hope soon we will be able to have the in-person Dhamma schools. Until then, we will continue these remote sessions. So finally, I will wish you all the good health and happiness. May Dhamma will guide us through these difficult times. Theruvan Saranai. Thank you.
Theruvan Saranai, Chaminda. Thank you very much. Now I'd like to call upon one of our students from level 4, Bhagya Vibandara, to address the community. Thank you.
Venerable Bante Panyasiri, dear parents, teachers, and friends, I am Bhagyavi Bandare, and I'm in level 4. Dhamma school is the best place to learn good values and teachings of Lord Buddha. What we learn at Dhamma school is not only beneficial for our spiritual success, but it provides us with guidance for our day-to-day lives. Dhamma school events are a great way for us to experience and connect to our Sri Lankan culture and heritage. I want to thank Bante Panyasiri for his enormous efforts coordinating the Dhamma school. We've come a long way since we first began thanks to his guidance. I also want to take a moment to appreciate our teachers. They put in so much of their valuable time and energy for us without expecting anything in return. As students, we are grateful to have such a hardworking staff. Lastly, I'd like to thank our parents for encouraging us to participate in Dhamma school. They are giving us the most valuable gift a parent could give to their children. Thank you all for such a great year. Thiruvan Saranai. Thank you.
Thiruvan Saranai. Thank you, Bhagyavi. Now I'd like to call upon Dhamna Di Tisera to address the people who are gathered here with regard to how they see the Dhamma school and the work that has been done by the temple and Swamin Wanse Panyasiri with regard to how it's perceived by parents. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Indika, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak a few words on behalf of the parents. I am a parent of 2 kids in Dhamma school. As many have said here, I'm echoing that. This year has been an extraordinarily challenging one in many different ways. Perhaps big changes were even more of a constant this year. Yet, despite all of that, I think the Dhamma school has continued providing my kids and other kids like them with the valuable and timely knowledge of Buddhism, the Dhamma, and the culture that binds us all together. I know that so many have put in a lot of time and effort to make that happen. Using new technologies, overcoming many difficulties. So I'm very grateful to Swamin Mahansa, the teachers and the administrators. What you have done and what you do is very much appreciated. Thank you very much, and may the noble Triple Gem bless you all.
Thiruvan Saranai. Thank you, Mr. Tisera. I would like to now call upon Ms. Joyce to address the gathering here. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here. When Bhante first asked me if I wanted to help with Dhamma school, I have to admit there was a moment of hesitation. I was not raised as a Buddhist, and there was some skeptical doubt that entered my mind. But after a second wave of wiser and more positive thoughts, I realized that we are all continually learning, and that what Bhante was offering me was actually an incredible opportunity. And I am so happy that I went ahead with those second thoughts, that I am here with you. I enjoy every single minute that I work with the students, and our class is something that I am learning from, and I hope the students are also. We usually do what is assigned according to the book. However, the level 5 students are already very familiar with a lot of the foundations of Buddhism. And although we do review the basic teachings, the emphasis this year is on mindfulness in everyday life and moving towards making meditation a daily habit. Each student is given a chart that they can fill out after they meditate, and they have been asked to meditate for at least 10 to 15 minutes a day. The sheet they fill out after they meditate is simple, and the log is mainly for their personal use, but it is also an important tool in helping them realize that meditation will make a positive difference in their lives. As I explain to them, they are performing a science experiment on themselves. And like all quality experiments, it needs to be repeated and analyzed. In our class discussions, I am continually amazed by their mature comments and answers. Generally speaking, if students are meditating every night and coming to class, they're doing their homework in level 5. In conclusion, I would like to thank our Bhante for his guidance and wisdom. I would like to thank the students who are so dedicated and make the class so enjoyable. And finally, to you, the parents who are raising such remarkable children, my sincere appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Joyce. Now I'd like to call upon 2 level 5 students. First, we have Lehan Dharmatilaka.
Venerable Padmasiri, dear parents and my dear friends, we have now come to the end of Dhamma school year for 2020. As we all know, this year was a very challenging year for everyone. We couldn't have a single Dhamma school day at the temple this year, and most of us were stuck at home for the last 9 months. We would need to pay our gratitude to Venerable Padmasiri for continuing Dhamma school virtually. This made us meet up with each other every other week and not miss the classes. And we all participated in the sessions remotely, and I would like to thank all the parents and all the teachers for helping us. Wish you all a healthy and happy new year. Teruvan Saranai.
Teruvan Saranai. Thank you, Lehan. Now I would like to call upon Nigel Karunaratna from level 5. Nigel, over to you.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Nigel Karunaratna, and this occasion marks the end of my second year in the level 5 of the Dhamma School. It goes without saying that this year has been very challenging. Our experiences with the world have been very different since the pandemic started. Our temple has thankfully been able to keep the Dhamma School program going despite these challenges. This year, one concept that I noticed was being pushed a lot was the concept of mindfulness. Mindfulness, to put it simply, is living in the moment and being aware of your surroundings. It is something that was brought up a lot during level 5, and this year we especially talked about its benefits and how we can develop it through meditation. And the benefits of meditation were also preached as well. And through this talking and preaching, I personally found it easier to deal with the current state of the world by learning not only about mindfulness and how to develop it, but also effective ways to conduct meditation. It felt easier to cope with the sudden pandemic. The stressful aspects of my life, like school, didn't affect me as much as they had before. Even though the stress was still present, it was greatly subdued. Life basically became easier and more peaceful once I started to apply the lessons I learned from the Dhamma school. Now, on the behalf of all the Dhamma school students, I would like to thank Venerable Panyasiri as well as all of the teachers and parents who have worked tirelessly to give us the opportunity to learn the Dhamma. I know for me, it's been a year of very prosperous learning, and I hope next year we can return to our in-person lessons and continue our learning even more effectively. Thank you.
Thank you, Nigel. I'd like to thank all the students and the staff that who have presented their appreciation and their views today. Before we move on to the certificate presentation, I call upon Ms. Lakmini Prematilaka.
Thank you, Indika. So before we actually kind of go into it, I just want to explain how we present certificates. I know most of you are aware of how it is done, but I just want to kind of give you a quick reminder. So the certificates are purely based on attendance. This is something that we can measure because we know who was in class and who was not. So we give like we go by a star system. So we give out gold stars, silver stars, and there are some certificates which doesn't have a star, but you still get a certificate. So how we go about this is the gold stars are for students who come for 70% and above. So we had 18 days of school this year. So you had to do the math. I'm not good at math, so so that's 70% and above, and then 50% and 50% to 70% get the silver stars. So the idea behind this is if you have a silver star, awesome, you have something to work towards, and if you have a gold star, that means that you can keep up with your standards. And so thank you very much for the parents, because without the parents, the kids can't do this alone. And we do understand that some of the kids joined halfway through the year. So for those kids, obviously the numbers are not there. But you will be getting a certificate. It's going to look a little different, but you always have next year. That's what I say. Room for improvement. So this certificate is going to look like this a little bit. I grabbed one of the old ones. So with the star right here. And since we can't physically give you the certificate today, it will be mailed out to you with your report cards. All right, I think that explains a little bit of how we do this. If you have questions, you will have an opportunity to ask the questions at the end of the program. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read out the gold star names. And if you are a silver star recipient, you can actually see your name on the screens. And if any other parents want to look at the screens, you can come and look and give yourselves a little clap. All right, level 1, gold stars: Hasandi, Ayen, Okita, Kairavi, Sandasi. Level 2, gold stars: Tasha, Johan, Avin, Desandu, Ruen, Sehas, Vinuti, Nalini, Rion, Oneli, Amaya Disanayaka, Amaya Puakatia, Metuki, and Kimaya. Level 3 gold stars: Sayumi, Kiara, Nishalya, and Resara. Level 4 gold stars: Sandali, Bhagyavi, Sanidhi, Nikit, Menuka, and Ranuk. And finally, level 5 gold stars: Lehan, Nigel, and Metro. Good job all.
Thank you, Ms. Lakmini. So now I'd like to call upon Ms. Gayani Veeraratna to talk about the administration side of things. Thank you.
Perwan Saranai. I'm Gayani Veeraratna from the administration staff. First of all, I would like to congratulate all the Gold Star and Silver Star kids and everybody else who participated in the Dhamma class. On behalf of the Dhamma class administration staff, Chamari and I would like to give our sincere thanks to all the parents for their support throughout the year. As always, Bhante Panya series and other teachers' guidance has been a blessing to carry out these administration work seamlessly. I hope as our kids continue to learn Dhamma, we as adults continue to do the same. Like we try to protect ourselves from getting the COVID-19 virus from outside, and like the world tries to get rid of this COVID-19 virus, we adults should put effort to get rid of even more dangerous viruses like raga, dvesha, moha that exist within ourselves and continue to follow the path Buddha showed us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kayani. That brings us to the end of the program that we have for today. Now I would like to open up the floor for the parents or the students to have an open discussion. Saminwase Panyasiri, do you want to take the reins?
Teruvan Sarana, everybody. Right now, before the discussion, I'm going to bless you by very short chanting Gatha. So may these blessings we always wish you a success and a healthy life. So a few weeks after joining New Year, years are flying. So we expect and I bless you for the new year, especially our beautiful, talented kids and our wonderful staff and our great parents, so and our whole community members. So we wish them, by the power of Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha, may you be well, happy and peaceful. No harm come to you, no difficulties come to you. May you always meet with spiritual success. Having this aspiration, kindful thoughts, I'm going to chanting for you. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakkantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Abhivadana silissa nicchan vaddha pachayino chattaro dhamma vaddanti Ayuvanno sukam balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti iminate samijjatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. All the blessings be with you. Teruvan Saranai.